What's your name?
Pfeiffer.
How old are you?
8.
What's your favorite thing about your dad?
Well, I like it when, we don't do this often, actually, we don't do it that often, actually, but we did it last year for my birthday, and, every time my birthday comes up, he's like, what do you want to do for your birthday? And, last year we went rock climbing, and so we do something every year, and I just think it's cool how how we actually do something together and have fun together. It's
Okay.
pretty fun.
How would you describe his personality?
Funny, very funny. Definitely responsible. Serious sometimes, but he can get a little silly sometimes.
Where's your favorite place to go with your dad?
Downtown Champaign.
What do you guys do there?
We sometimes go to Aroma Coffee. They have amazing cinnamon rolls, so I always ask him if I can get one of the cinnamon rolls. He usually says no, but sometimes he says yes, and they're so good.
Does your dad cook?
Yes.
Is he a good cook?
Yes.
What's your favorite thing he cooks for you?
I think he cooks good pasta.
How do you know your dad loves you?
He's very protective. He actually said this today while we were walking. He was like, it was not a stray dog, it was someone's dog, but he was not he was almost on the road, and we were going to walk down that road because we were on a walk today, and it was a dog, and he didn't want me to get hurt, and he was like, he said that if the dog came after me, he would stab it. And I was like, would you really stab the dog if it came after me? And he was like, yeah, if it tries to hurt you, yes. And I just thought that was kind of funny.
What's something you want to say to your dad on Father's Day?
I love you, definitely. Thank you for being here and helping me when I need it, and making me have a smile when I have a frown on my face. Happy Father's Day, I love you.
What's your name?
I'm Willa.
How old are you?
I'm 14.
Who is your dad?
It's Miaciah.
How old is he?
Old.
What's he good at?
He's good at playing the guitar, and he's good at singing. He's good at being persistent.
What's something that your dad does with you?
We don't really do it often, but it's every once in a while, so every time it does happen, it's special. So at night sometimes, if none of the girls are home and it's just he and I, we will go downtown Champaign, and we will go to a restaurant called V Picasso, and we will get a cheese plate, and then we'll just eat food and talk about how good the food is. We won't really talk about anything else, but we'll just eat the food, and yeah.
You just enjoy the time with him?
Yeah, then afterwards we'll go get like a chai tea from like Aroma, which is like right next to it, so it's pretty convenient.
What is something your dad has taught you?
He always says, because he needs to say it, is work before you play, and then after you're done working and you've done everything you need to do, then you can go have fun. It never works, but it's a good line to live by.
What is something Dad always says?
Does this look okay? Usually before he goes on like a date or something. It's like, does this match? Is this good together? And I'm like, no, because you can't wear like plaid with like horizontal stripes, and I feel like everybody knew that, but apparently he's old and doesn't know that. So.
Personality-wise, how would you describe your dad?
Jeebus Christ. He is always working very hard. He always follows up with what he does. I mean, not always like soon, but like he always does what he says he's gonna do. Funny. He's so so funny, like extremely hilarious. He's so smart too. He always has the answer for like any of the math questions I have. Although he's like, what happened to math? Like, who changes math?
What's your favorite memory you have with your dad?
When I was really little, I don't even know, maybe like Pfeiffer's age, like 6, 7, she's 8. Sorry. We went driving. We went out just driving. Nobody was home. We went, and there was like this beach thing. It was like in Illinois. I don't know. It was like probably like a lake with a beach, whatever. I thought it was the coolest thing. And like, we had these there was like this huge fence. Like you had to pay to get in when it was open. It was like really confusing. I was just like, this is dumb. But it was kind of cold outside. But we got there and like it was locked, right? So I was like, can we go in? And he was like, no, but we can. And so we hopped the fence and he like climbed over the big fence, like he boosted me up and then I went. And then we got there and we're like, this is so cool. There's goose poop everywhere. It was so cold. And I was like, can we leave? And he was like, yeah. That was really fun. There was one that really stuck with me, always will. We went to Savannah, Georgia, and everybody was at home. It was like one of the lazy days. Like during a vacation, there's always like that one day that nobody wants to do anything. So he was like, hey, you want to go do something? And I was like, yeah. So we left and we went, he took me kayaking. And it was so cool because it smelled great everywhere and we were just like kayaking everywhere. So we went out and I didn't know that it was shrimp season. So that means all the boats come in and they like dump off all that excess fish. And there were like, shut up. There were like 45 dolphins everywhere. It was so extremely cool. There were like baby ones, or like 3 feet, and I was like, so cool. And the guy was like, if you see them, don't touch them. There were like a bunch of them. So we were like, oh my God. And just like, it was so cool. Coolest experience like of my life by far.
That's neat. What's something you would like to say to your dad on Father's Day?
I love you, of course. Thanks for staying alive this long. Thank you for always being there for me and making me smile when I'm sad. And you're bald and fat, and I love you. So yeah.
What's your name?
Georgia.
How old are you?
I'm 16.
Who is your dad?
Miaciah.
How old is he?
39.
What's one of your favorite memories with your dad?
When I was little, and so was Willa, we would sit on the floor in the living room and in the hallway and look at the ceiling tiles and try and find animal shapes out of the different shapes on the ceiling. So yeah, I don't think my dad has a favorite food. He eats a lot of different things. He's not fat, no. He eats a lot of different food. His favorite color is blue, or that's at least what he's told us ever since we were little. What is his favorite animal?
Sea turtle.
Oh yeah, he's a sea turtle fan. Thanks, Muff. And that's about it. That's all I know about that.
How would you describe your dad to somebody?
Kind. Funny. He's just like a very nice person, but he can be serious and like get stuff done at the same time.
What's something your dad is good at?
He's a really great musician, and he's also like really good at his job with like financial planning and stuff, so he's really good at that too. He's good at lots of different things.
What is something your dad has taught you?
How to be like a good person with like good values, and to hold yourself to like a standard that you won't let fall below a point. Like, he's always pushed me to work hard and pushed me to do well in school and in everything that I attempt, and so he just has really like pushed me in the right direction and taught me how to be like a good person.
What makes your dad so special?
I
I don't know. I mean, like, everybody says that, like, their dad's the best, but, like, my dad really is the best. He's always been super supportive, like, no matter what, and I know that I've said that already, but he's, like, very supportive. Something he says all the time? I got a whole can of for you. That's a classic dad. Yeah, I'll open this can of or, I don't know, shit'll buff out is a classic dad. He has that written on a piece of paper in his office. Like, I don't know.
If you could say anything to Dad on Father's Day, what would you say?
That I love him and that I am really glad that he is in my life, and that I just hope that as I get older and go about my life that we can still have as good of a relationship as we do right now.
Who's Dad's favorite?
Me.
Obviously me.
Obviously me.
No, it's me.
It's me.
It's me.
It's totally me.
No.
You're probably right.
Yeah, that's probably true. But I'm like the second by law.
Oh,
You're
wow.
probably right, honestly.
Will is the least.
I mean, I'm the one who's messed up the most so far, so.
Who is the one that's most like Dad?
Apparently me.
How about on the count of 3, tickle Pfeiffer? 1, 2, 3, tickle Pfeiffer.
Happy Father's Day! We love you!